All right. Hello, hello. Let me know if you are out there. Say hello. Gosh, I have a headache. Say hello. Say hello as you're popping on. Oh, let me get my coffee. All right, you guys, I'm on my phone today, so bear with me. It's the best way that I can get signal here. So I'd rather do this than trying to figure things out. So say hello as you're popping on. If you are ready to start making money online, let me know in the live chat. Hello, Stephanie Graceful. Hello, hello. I don't recognize your handle. So hello, hello. I know many Stephanies, but I don't recognize your handle. All right, so let me go ahead and shoot this back out just for a second. Say hello as you are popping on. All right, you guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome in. Whether you are hanging out in the live chat, let me get rid of some of these notifications up here. Whether you're hanging out in the live chat, or whether you're behind the scenes, thank you so much for popping in today. So we are going to take our time because my focus is to help you to start making money online. If that is your goal and that is your aim, all right, let me know in the live chat. Would you like to learn how you can start making money in the next 30 days? Okay. That's what I'm showing up to help you do. Okay. I'm not showing up to help you do anything crazy complicated. I'm here to help you legitimately start making money in the next 30 days. All right. I emailed you about Boss Suite. Oh, when? I don't know if I got your email or have we already connected? I don't remember talking to a Stephanie. But that's awesome. Let me actually check my other email to see like if it got forwarded to junk mail. Let me see. Yeah, let me know. And you guys, I was going to pin, but I forgot to pin it up top. If you have any questions during this live stream, it is about you. All right. So I'm not here to show off or showcase my skills or how good I am. I'm literally here to help you. All right. So if you don't know a lot about me, I have been online for 18 years. I got started while working full time as a nurse. My kids were little at the time. I was 33 at the time. I'm now 51 years old. For the past 14 years, I've been boss free only because I learned how to earn online. All right. And that's what I'm here to talk to you today about. All right. So again, if you have any questions as it pertains to making money online, earning an income online, and or getting started, I'm going to share a lot today with you. So definitely make sure you have your notebook because I want you to know how easy this really can be for you to get started. All right. I want you to know. Yes, I meant texted. Oh, so are you already in the Boss Suite, Stephanie? I want to make sure I understand. I know there's a Stephanie that has my number that's already in the Boss Suite. So let me know if that's you. Or are you saying that you requested information? I just want to make sure I know. All right. Okay, awesome. So you're already in the Boss Suite. Okay, yes, I know you, girl. Yes, I know you. All right, you guys. So for those of you guys that are out there, what has your journey look like over the past 30 to 60 days as it pertains to wanting to start making money online? Are you in research mode? Are you evaluating different ways? Are you trying to come up with some really good ideas? Are you already on your journey right now and you're struggling? All right. And I'm not talking about you have things set up, but I'm talking about literally you actually earning online. That again, if you are ready to start making money online, that is what I'm going to break down for you today. All right. Awesome. Okay. So this is your YouTube channel. Okay. Awesome. All right. All right. So I'm going to talk first. All right. Because I don't see a lot of questions or engagement yet. So again, if you're here live, again, pop in, say hello. Feel free to ask any questions that you have about making money online. All right. More than happy to help you. All right. Again, that's literally why I go live, not just to present, but to really be a resource for anyone that wants to learn how I've been able to do what I do. And during this live, I'm going to talk about how things have just gotten better for anyone that legitimately wants to learn how to start earning online. It literally got so much better. All right. So let me know, where are you on your journey right now? What have you been doing? Have you been researching? Have you been looking into things? Are you way on the outside, just kind of looking in? Or are you someone that's like, you know what, Steph, yes, I would love to get an income stream rolling for me in the next 30 days. I would love to know that it's possible for me to actually start making money. All right. Let me know, because it is. All right, let me know, because it is. It's not outside of your reach to start earning in the next 30 days. And that's what this is all about. All right. So I'm going to share a really, really big discovery that I made. All right. I always reflect back on my own journey. I always think about what worked for me when I was brand new and like why I was able to make money so quickly in my business. Okay. And it's for that point right there, is that I came online to make money. I didn't come online to build a business. And what I'm realizing, right, with what I'm doing now and with all that I have access to now and with all of these success stories of people that are really getting started and making money in their first 30 days, is that the intention is different. So when I came online, the intention was to learn how to start making money and to do the activities that would lead me to actually make money, right? I didn't try to overcomplicate the process with all the things I didn't know or with all the things I didn't have. Right? Like clearly I knew I didn't know what I didn't know, but I knew that if I did what I saw other people doing that were making money, that I could do it too. And so I literally got started with the least amount of factors, the least amount of elements. And I wasn't trying to put the cart before the horse. Right? And I'm realizing, and let me know if any of this sounds like the journey that you've been on, if you've been trying to make money or if you've been on the outside looking in, thinking that you've got to have everything figured out. You got to have all of the moving parts. You look at someone's like year 15, right? Or even their year 2, and you think you've got to have everything that they have in order to start making money online. All right. I am here to debunk that and to let you know that that is the exact trap that will actually have you not making money. Thinking that you have to have it all figured out, thinking that you have to have all of the tech, like you have to be an expert at all the things. You do not. You do not. Okay. We are helping people make money in their first 30 days that are not selling a doggone thing. We are helping people make money in their first 30 days that have no tech skills. We are helping people make money online in their first 30 days without them having to set up anything, without them having to figure out a niche, without them trying to figure out what they're going to sell, right? We're literally helping people get started making money in their first 30 days because we're keeping it very, very simple. All right. So when I go back to think about what I did, it's even like me going live right now and what I'm doing in my business now. Literally, I asked myself just this morning, I said, if you knew everything that you know now, right, and you were to go back to being brand new like you were in 2007, like what's the path of least resistance that you would take to start making money? And this is the path, because when I think back to 2007, right, I got the thing that taught me how to start making money. And then I knew other people could benefit from it. And so I got out there and I started sharing that with other people. I started doing a video on YouTube every single day. If we had the capacity back then to go live, I would have went live every single day, right? Like literally, I took the path of least resistance. So please write down. That is how I made, again, so many sales so early in my business as a complete brand new person. I didn't have all the moving parts. I didn't have all the things, right? But I set myself up to make money. Right. And I'm telling you, y'all, that my channel, that's what my world, that's what I do, why I show up is all about. It is not to help you build a business. at this phase, because you're likely someone out there researching, you're trying to put all the pieces together, you're trying to figure this out. And I want to be the person that comes along and lets you know you don't need to do that. You don't need to figure everything out. All right. I came to the realization that if I ran across a lot of the videos that I see now, and even a lot of the videos, admittedly, that I've done over the past like 2 to 3 years, there's probably no way that I would have bought for myself, because I would have been thinking, I don't want to do all that. Like, I just want to learn how I can start making money quickly. Okay. And the plus side to that, it's not saying that you'll never build a business, but what most people want more than anything is they want to make money. They don't want to just feel like they're doing a bunch of work, right? They actually want to feel like they're making money. Let me know if that resonates with you, right? Would you rather have me say over the next 60 days, these are all the things that you've got to do. These are all the factors you got to think about, right? These are all the websites you got to be on, right? These are all the platforms you got to post content on, right? And these are all of the things that you've got to entertain. Or would you rather have me say, right, step 1, do this, and step 2, do this, right? And then there you go. Right? Just keep repeating that day after day, right? Would you want a path of building, or would you want a path of actually making money? Because this is what I will tell you, learning a path of actually making money and earning, you can build a business on the back end of that. That's what I did, right? For the first several months in my business, right? I didn't have a business, right? I had a vehicle that allowed me to make money. And the way that I made money was by simply showing up, doing a video, posting it on YouTube, and people buying from my videos. That's all that I did. My first 30 days, I made 28 sales by doing that. I didn't have a business, right? I had a vehicle that allowed me to make money. All right. And so where a lot of people are going wrong is, again, they're trying to do all this building. They never make money, right? Or they do all this research. They never make money. Then they poop out. Then they give up, right? That's not what I want for people. Right? That is absolutely not what I want for people. All right. So there are only 3 steps that you need if you want to start earning online. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Type in 3 steps. And I hope that it looks like my internet's fine. I'm just seeing the numbers going up and down. And I know that doesn't really mean anything, because what happens here and what happens actually on the platform is different. All right. So everything that I know, there's only 3 steps. All right, that you need to focus on if you want to start making money. Okay, you can build a business later, I promise you. Okay, but what I want is I want you to start making money if that's what you want to do, because that's what I did when I came online. But I realized, again, the messaging for a lot of people, the steps that a lot of people have thought they had to have to do, has held a lot of people back from, in fact, making money. Right? It's held a lot of people back from, in fact, making money. So these are the 3 steps, and the only 3 steps, right? If you really want to learn, if you want to get yourself set up to start making money, number 1, okay, you've got to decide that whatever the outcome is that you want that way more than whatever your circumstance is. All right. So if you feel like you don't have enough time, if you feel like you don't have enough money, if you feel like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you feel like you could never learn this stuff, if you feel like you're so new and you don't know if you could ever learn how to make money online, gosh, it got so hot so fast. Oh my gosh. Right? Like whatever your circumstance is that has you wanting to make money online, you gotta want to make money more than you want whatever it is that you're holding on to. All right. You've got to want whatever your current circumstance is. You've got to want to make money more than that. And again, I'm realizing with all of the abundance of information and misinformation and people telling you need a gazillion different steps, it's easy to stay stuck in, I'm never going to figure that out. I can never do all those things. And to instead just stay stuck in your circumstance versus having the guts to decide to go for what it is that you want. But I will tell you, step number 1, like you literally, because this is going to require more of you than just showing up on a 9-to-5 job. But I'm going to show you how we keep this really, really simple. All right. How we keep, someone type in simple, how we keep this really, really simple. Yes, Stephanie says, I want to make money. That's the thing. And I want more people saying that. I want to make money. You can build an ecosystem. You can build systems. You can build processes, right? You can build an empire, right? On the back of actually making money. And Stephanie, here's the thing, hang with me because you already have the tools, but you don't have to start doing videos to make money. That's the path that I took because in 2007, there were way less ways to start making money than I had, right? There weren't all of these. We didn't have the 20 income streams, right, that I have now to share with people. So Stephanie brought up something very interesting, still so nervous to make a video. So if that's going to be the thing that holds you back from making money, then don't do the video. Choose another income stream, like so many other people do that do not involve selling, that does not involve being on video, that does not involve going live. Did you know that you can decide to make money in the next 30 days without doing videos, without going live, and without selling anything, and without any tech skills? All right. If you didn't know that, just type 20 and I'll make sure, right, to put you on to ways that you can start making money in the next 30 days without having to do video. And so, Stephanie, that's what I would encourage you to do. If video is holding you back and that's not the way that you feel like in the next 30 days you can make money, then choose one of the other income streams. All right, because you guys, the goal is not to spend our life trying to overcome our fears. It is to decide that, you know what, I'm going to start making money. And I'm going to pause right there because I think what Stephanie said is so key. Remember what I said earlier, how when I came online, I wasn't researching how to start an online business, right? I was literally researching how to start making money online. And so when I got started, the way that I was able to make money so fast is that for me, I saw other people doing what you see me doing now. And literally I said, I can do it. So like what Stephanie said right there, she's still so nervous to make a video. I never went through that phase. That's why on day number 3, I made my very first sale, is because I was just like, let's go to Walmart, get this webcam because I'm going to start doing what I saw other people doing. So for me, that was the path of least resistance. All right. If you hang with me, I'm going to show you how no matter where you are, no matter what personality type you have, no matter what fears you have right now, no matter where you are right now, that there is an income stream. There is a way that you can start earning that makes complete sense for you, and that there are already people that have made money within their first 30 days in these income streams. All right. So that's what gets me so excited about what it is that I do. Okay. So the 3 steps. Number 1, you've got to want your outcome. You've got to want the thing that you want. All right. So if you want to supplement your retirement, you've got to want that more than where you are right now. Anything that could be holding you back. All right. If you want to start paying your bills with more ease, you've got to want that way more than the fear of taking the first step or the fear of, not knowing how to do something. Okay. You've got to just let go of your current circumstance or situation. And you got to decide that I'm going to put my energy into actually getting what it is that I want. And that's what I did when I came online. I didn't know what I didn't know, but I got access to enough information that gave me the confidence to go out there and to, in fact, start making money, start doing something that would help me make money. Like I said, I wasn't trying to build a business because at that time, the outcome I wanted was to prove to myself that just because I failed at MLM and network marketing, that it doesn't mean that I was doomed for failure, that I could come online, that I could actually learn how to start making money. And so on day number 3, when I made my first sale, like you couldn't tell me anything. Right? Because I'm like, okay, if one person will buy from me and I'm a complete unknown, I have no audience, no nothing. I don't even know what I'm really doing yet. If one person could find me and decide to buy from me, then to me, it meant the internet could be my oyster. It meant that one could turn into hundreds, could turn into thousands. And so that one sale, right, led me to a place of making about $6,000 a month before I even thought about walking away from my job. Right. And then going on to leave my job, replace that income, and then go on to build a 6-figure business, of which I've been boss free for now 14 years. But I don't think I'd ever be here, right, if I didn't prove to myself pretty quickly that I could, in fact, make money. Because making money led me to do the other things that would eventually lead into more of a full-fledged business. All right. So can someone just type in, and it's going to be a lot, right? Stop doing all the things because you don't need them. Stop trying to figure out how to do all the things. I see more people doing all the things not making money than I see people making money and they're only focused on 1 or 2 things on a daily basis or on a regular basis. Right? Who do you want to be? All right? Who do you want to be? I'm here to make it simple for you. Okay, step number 2 is that you've got to decide that you're going to get access to the information and the education that is separating you from getting the outcome that you want. Okay? I'm not just going to say invest in yourself. No, I want you to see it differently. If you're trying to make money online right now, or you want to make money online right now, and you have failed to do so yet, all right? And I'm just going to ask that you just be really honest with yourself on my lives, right? When you listen to what I say, that you be honest with yourself and stop telling yourself like, everything will just be okay, right? Or I'll just figure it out. or lying to yourself about the struggle that you're on right now. Because if there can be an easier way, would you want the easier way? Would you be okay with saying maybe the way that I've been doing things hasn't been working? Maybe I do need to get off the research bus. Maybe I do just need to take a chance on myself. Maybe I actually do just need to learn the skills and stop, thinking that I need everything. Because the more that you trick yourself into thinking you need more ideas, guess what? The more you stay stuck in that phase, you never move forward. All right. And so it's not about investing in yourself. That is a true statement. That is what you are doing. But what you're really doing is you're deciding to get access to the education and the steps that are separating you right now from what you want. So if you want to start making money online, like if Steph is saying in the next 30 days that I could $1 online because other people have done it, and you're not willing to get access to the information and the education to help you do that, right? You're deciding to stay separated from the education and the steps that are going to allow you to do that. All right. So it's not just about investing in yourself. It's about deciding that you're going to give yourself access, or you're going to find access. And I'll talk about that in a moment, to the education, the information, and the steps that are going to allow you to accomplish your goal of making money. That's it. You've got to make that decision, and you've got to take that step. If you don't take the step, then the outcome that you want just stays a dream. It just stays something that you keep wishing for. You might even be praying for it, but it never becomes a reality, right? Because you're not willing to get access to the information that you need that's separating you from that. And that step right there, y'all, if more people would just give themselves the access, right, then the outcome that they want could be way more certain. But most people won't give themselves access. All right. And I'm even going to talk about how to do this for free. All right. And then the third step is you got to take action. So once you decide, yes, the outcome that I want is way bigger than my current circumstance or situation. Yes, I'm going to make sure that whatever is separating me from the outcome that I want, I'm going to give myself access to those resources, to that information, to that education. But it's not just giving yourself access to it. It's in fact taking action. It's in fact following through with the information, watch, pausing, and doing. And that's what has people right now, students right now, people that I know, stories that I hear, coming in, getting started, deciding, and actually making money in their first 30 days. And what I'm telling you, okay, it's not often that someone can say this, because most people aren't giving you proven steps. They're not giving you proven structure, right? They can't say there are documented testimonies of people that have followed this training and made money in 30 days. Very few people can actually say that. I can say that because the stories are here. They're documented, right? And I'll talk a little bit about that later. All right. Yeah. 14 years boss free. And every time I think about it, literally, it's such an incredible feeling. Because like right now I'm in Mexico for the month of March. My business hasn't stopped. If anything, it's actually grown. I've gained way more clarity. I've gotten to take a little bit of time for myself because I've been here for 2 weeks tomorrow by myself. So it's like, it's being able, I didn't have to ask for time off, right? None of those things. I was just able to book the flight, plan all this and go. Well, my husband did, right? As a birthday gift to me. Right. So yeah, 14 years boss free. Sometimes I think I take it for granted because it's just been my reality. But now I for sure have like the ownership and the obligation to want to make sure more people know how to do exactly what I've been able to do. And I don't care if I never view what I have as a business, as long as it keeps paying me 5 figures a month, right? Then I'm good with that. I don't need to classify this as any kind of thing because I know what I have, more people want it. And so my only goal is to help more people like learn how to get this. Right? Forget the classification. You can call whatever you're doing, whatever you want. But if it's not truly giving you the outcome that you want, right, you can live under the illusion, right? But I want more people being able to say over the past 30 days, I made money. Over the past 30 days, like XYZ. To me, that's what most people want, right? If you're out there listening, let me know, am I wrong? Is that not what you want? Is to make money? All right. So let's talk about first off, how do you do all of this for free? All right. So I want to entertain those, and I want to leave everybody here with the steps of knowing what it takes to get started. I don't want anyone saying that I wasted time on Steph's Live and I still feel confused, right, over how to get what I need so that I can start making money online. All right. Let me know if that's fair. All right. So this is how you do it for free. Have a notebook. All right. This is because I'm going to tell you exactly when you leave, you're going to know exactly how you can start doing this for free without ever having to buy a course, without having to buy a program, without having to get access to mentorship, without having support, without anything, with just, again, starting for free, not investing a dime into anything. All right. Number one, okay, you have to decide upon how you want to start earning. Okay, write that down. It's the most important thing. Not picking a niche, not anything else that anyone can tell you. It's literally deciding how you want to start earning. Okay. Once you decide upon how you want to start earning, okay, let me pause right there. But Steph, how do I decide how I want to start earning? You go out there on Google or YouTube. Okay, so now I'm telling you exactly where to go. Okay, or go on any platform and start searching and researching how people are making money online, right? Ways to start making money online, income streams that you can start to start earning online. You've got to go out there and actually do your research. All right. So that once you go on YouTube and you vet a bunch of videos and you vet a bunch of creators, and then you lock in on the income stream that you feel makes the most sense for you, right? Then you get that income stream set up. Okay. And depending upon the income stream, again, you're going to have to learn about resources. You're going to have to learn about tools. You're going to have to learn about how to accept payment. If your kind of business or income stream needs you to set up payments, you're going to learn how to get a store set up or a website set up. You're going to have to learn how to use whatever platform you're going to be on. Right. So every dilemma, every question, right, in terms of what income stream, you got to pick that. And then step by step, how to get that income stream set up, right? You got to go out there and research that. If you need a website or a store, you got to go out there and research what's going to be the best website or best store for you to get started on. If you need to be able to accept payments, right, you got to go out there and, again, get that set up, whether it's PayPal, whether it's with Stripe. That's generally how we do it online, right, to make it really simple. If you don't know how to connect all the tech, right, again, you got to learn how to connect all the tech. So every single step, right, that's going to be involved with first off learning the income stream that you choose, right, it's going to involve you going either out there on YouTube, going out there on Google, and finding someone that's giving away the step-by-step for free, right, so that you can follow the step-by-step and get your business set up or get your income stream set up. All right, right, that is how you do it for free. Okay, you guys, the steps are always the steps. If somebody paid me, $1,000 for me to coach them one-to-one, guess what? That would still be the first step. Is let's establish which way do you want to earn? Out of all the ways that there are to earn online, which way do you want to earn? We still have to decide upon that. Right? And then once they decide, right now it's okay. Now these are the steps that you do to get that income stream set up. Except for somebody that enlists coaching or someone that enlists, buys an actual training course, they're going to have the confidence in the steps that they're given because they've actually paid to get access to that information. So now to them, that information is trusted, it's vetted. They're learning from someone that's actually walked the walk, that's already done the actual thing. All right. And so the reason I share that is because I think it's really important for people to know that just because someone like myself sells a complete training community, that will give you everything that you need. No cap. We'll give you everything that you need. We'll do your setup for you. We'll do your tech for you. We'll allow you to learn from people that are making multiple four figures to 5 figures a month from these income streams. We will literally give you everything, including mentorship and support. I want more people to be able to say, or I want less people to be able to say, oh, she's just selling a program. No, because what I'm doing is selling people a shortcut. Because a lot of people don't know what they're asking for when they say things like, do I have to invest into a course? No, you don't. Right? But you do have to know how to go out there and do this for free. But I know when people think like about doing it for free, what they're expecting is they're expecting someone like me to show up on a live stream and take you over my shoulder and help you choose your income stream and then help you choose your store and then help you step by step put your store together, and then walk you through Stripe, and then walk you through PayPal, and then walk you through Canva, right? And then walk you through connecting everything, and then walk you through this. That's what people are expecting when they say, well, how come you can't just do this for free? Boo-boo, you can. You can. If you're willing to go do the research, you're willing to go do the vetting, you're willing to put the footwork into trusting whoever you're going to trust on the internet, right, to teach you and guide you step by step. And in most instances, please understand, you're botching it together. You're botching the information together. And or if you do get the information, what are you lacking? You're lacking access to ask questions. You're lacking access to mentorship. You're lacking access to the things that so many say would be so helpful if they had access to it, right? And the biggest thing I'm going to tell you is you're lacking access to speed. So when I talk about people that are able to make money within their first 30 days, these are not people that opted to do it for free. When I talk about my story of making my first sale online on day number 3 and 28 my first 30 days and, you know, building a community of X amount of size and making X amount of dollars when I was brand new, I didn't do it for free. Because there's no way I could have known what I learned in that first informational product that would have allowed me to get out there and have the confidence to actually do what was required to make my first sale. Instead, the information that I invested in that first product, I would have had to have gone out there and researched it. Now, keep in mind, I didn't have someone that just shared what I shared with you in terms of I would not even have known what to research, because the only thing I had researched up until then that led me to my first thing that I could make money with was how do I make money online? Like, that's all that I really knew to search, because I didn't even know all the ways that were available to me. And that's the case for most people. Because let me know if I'm right or wrong. Most people think they have to sell. All right, type of 1, if you thought, and you maybe you still think that you have to sell something to make money online. Okay, type of 1, if that's what you've thought and that's what you still believe, that you have to sell something in order to make money online. All right, type of 2, if you thought that you have to have tech skills or develop tech skills in order to start making money online. All right, type of 2. If maybe you haven't gotten started because you're like, I don't know tech. I can't put together a store. I can't put together a website. I can't, like, whatever you thought you've had to build, that stopped you from getting started because you lack tech skills. Okay, type of 3. Okay, so, hey, success for 2025. So that person typed a 2 for thinking they need tech skills in order to start making money online. I'm going to share with you how you don't, and how we have people right now, students right now, that are making money in their first 30 days without tech skills. Okay, I'm going to show you all this. Type of 3, if you thought you had to show your face. Like type of 3, if you see someone like me and you're like, I could never do that, therefore I can't make money. Say type of 3 if you thought you have to do videos, or you have to go live, or you have to be a brand, something involving your face. Type of 3, right? If that's either held you back and or you thought all along like you need to do that in order to make money online. Okay, I'm going to just handle those 3 things. You don't. Okay, so number 1, we have students right now that are making money in their first 30 days and they're not selling a thing. They're not selling a thing, and they're making money within 30 days. Number 2, we have people that barely know how to use their phone, let alone their laptops and their other devices, that are students that have made money within their first 30 days. And we have people that have chosen not to do videos, not to go live, not to build a brand, that have made money in their first 30 days. So do me a favor, drop a 5 if those things could be erased from the prereqs of what it takes for you to start making money online. And yes, in the next 30 days, if we erase those things, right, do you think that would be helpful to you starting to make money online? Would that change the game and what you thought around coming in and deciding to make money online? Right, drop a 5. All right. So what I'm going to share now, okay, understand, okay, we've handled the part. Yes, you can do it for free, right? Let me know if you type in free, if you need me to recap how you can get started with all of this for free. All right. Because when you walk away from here, you're going to know the first step for you to take to start doing this for free for yourself. You are going to know the first step. Okay. Now, like I said, those that I know for a fact, again, documented testimonies and success stories that have made money in their first 30 days, they didn't do it for free. I didn't do it for free. I didn't make 28 sales in my first 30 days online as a complete newbie, working full-time as a nurse with 2 little kids, knowing nothing about making money online because I tried to do it for free. Okay? I literally, I didn't know what I didn't know. But at least when I decided to get access to the information that would allow me to start taking steps to make money, remember what I said earlier, step number 2 is once you decide you want to go for this, you got to decide to give yourself access to the information, the steps that are separating you right now from the outcome you say you want, which is making money. All right, do me a favor, right? Someone just type in a 7, type in a 7. If right now, like as you're listening to this, you're like, yeah, for sure, there are steps. There's information right now that's separating me from making money in the next 30 days that if I had access to, it probably would be a heck of a lot easier. And what if you had access to the exact same steps that other people have taken that have helped them make money in their first 30 days? Would that change the game for you? Now, that's what all this is about for me. Is number 1, empowering you with the information. And number 2, empowering you with the information and the access that's going to allow you to activate speed. I'm 51 years old, and I know there are a lot of people that are over 50 that encounter my content. And all I know is that you likely don't have the time nor energy to say, I'm okay with going out there and taking, 6 months to figure this out for free, right? To save myself a couple of $100s. When there are people, again, we have students that are, $8,000 in 30 days because they decided to go the route that would give them speed versus, you know what, that's probably a scam. So instead, right, I'll just go and spend all this time trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, really only confusing myself because I never really get straight answers. And or I keep filling my mind with new ideas and new strategies. And once I think I have something down that I want to do, then girly pop over here pops up and says, this is a better way to start earning. And because she's making more money than this girl over here, then I'll entertain that idea instead. And then when I realize, oh my gosh, I might have to invest some money to learn, then I say, never mind, I'll go over here. And you look up and you're left with just a bunch of ideas, still holding your hopes and your dreams, right? Of making money online, and you're filled with ideas. You're filled with strategies. You're filled with success stories. You're still hopeful, right? But hope alone is not enough, right? To help you connect the dots, to help you start making money. All right. So there's a price to pay for trying to do all of this for free. And again, like I said, the people that are getting results, that's not what they're doing. They're not doing it for free, right? They're deciding to get access to the information that will allow them to go fast, that will allow them to get exactly what it is that they need. All right. So how do we do this for speed? All right. So let's talk about just the first step again, because if most people could just nail this first step in just a few minutes, then the days following will then be filled with just setting that income stream up. So remember, the first step is deciding this is how I want to start earning online. Okay. If anyone's just getting here, all right, I'm fast tracking people to making money, making sure that you know this is not about building a business. This is about making money for yourself, because that's where the majority of people are stuck online. They're either stuck in research mode, stuck in trying to figure things out, or stuck in thinking they need all the moving parts, right? And I want to say this so publicly, so anyone, no matter where you are right now, I don't want anyone to ever fall into the illusion that just because you're doing something, that it's a business. Okay, a business pays you. So this is why we've got to learn how to do things just a little bit differently. And what I mean by that is learn how to make money for yourself first. It's kind of like learn how to be self-employed first. Prove to yourself that you can actually come online and learn something that will help you make money. And then from there, you can stack your income, or you can build a business based upon systems on the back end of that. Because I shared this earlier. Okay. If you're just popping on, okay. Do me a favor, drop a 2 if you're just popping on. All right. When I came online, I'm going to tell you right now. And I had this idea and this thought as I started watching more people's videos. And literally, I'm like, a lot of these people would not have gotten my money because you would have made me think I need way too much to start making money online. You're telling me I got to be on all these platforms. You're telling me I got to do all these things. You're telling me I need all these things. When we understand that a lot of people, and let me know, type in, right? Just type in money if that's been your search. Like, how do I make money online? If your concern is way more about less, I want to make money in 30 days. I don't want to have systems set up in 30 days because that does not guarantee your income. But learning how to do very, very specific things is what has our students actually making money in 30 days. And y'all, I've never been more passionate about this, never. Because I realized so much of my own videos over the past 2 to 3 years probably had people feeling the same way I was feeling, like there's no way that's not what I want. I don't want to think I've got to do all of that before I make money. I would rather have someone say, Steph, wow, like I followed this and I really started making money, because now anything else they got to do, right? Again, their belief is, okay, I can do this, right? Their belief is, okay, I can do this. Okay, so let me tell you the story. Now we're going to talk about speed. I want to give you a vivid example of speed. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and talk about my own results because I can tell you how much I've made, thus far in March, but what's that going to do for you? Right? And I'll be happy. Anyone say, Steph, what have you made in March? And I'll tell you, no problem. But my way of earning might not be your way of earning. And I think there are a lot more people out there that maybe don't want to sell initially, maybe don't want to show their face initially, right? Maybe they don't have the tech skills. And they know that if they had to do those things, that in 30 days, earning and making money online would be impossible. Right? I do all those things. And I've been doing all those things for 18 years. So my results shouldn't be what I use as a guide that you can do it too. You can, absolutely you can. Right, but let's talk about the person that didn't have any tech skills. Let's talk about the 58-year-old teacher. No tech skills, could barely use her phone, could barely use her device, would always have to ask for help when it came to updates and things. Kept seeing people online talking about making money. Knew that she wanted to entertain the idea of retirement. 58 years old, okay? Has never made money online, no tech skills, came inside, became a student, decided to activate speed. Okay, in 10 days, she got her first income stream set up, and immediately after that, she earned her first money. All right, she did it with something called UGC. I'm not going to go in depth in that. That's not what this is about, but she activated one of her income streams. How was she able to do all of that in just 10 days? Because to answer that first question, it's the first thing you do when you come into, right, our community. You take a 5-question quiz. And after you answer those 5 questions, it tells you this is the income stream that matches what you say you want. It considers your personality. It considers whether you want to be on camera or off camera. It considers whether you want to sell or not sell. It considers how much time you have to dedicate to your business. And it considers how you want to earn your money. So you take maybe 2 minutes to answer those questions. And at the end, it says, this is the income stream. That makes a lot of sense for you to get started with. Do you see how fast that happens compared to someone that goes out there and says, I'm going to spend my Saturday now that I know that's the first step, and starts to research all these ways to make money online? And will likely pick the wrong income stream, because what do most of us do? We pick income streams based on, oh, she's making $100,000 a month, right? So I'll do that. Not realizing she's making $100,000 a month because she's going live 3 times a day. Not that that's wrong. For someone like me, I'm like, yes, I'll do that. But for someone that's like, I don't want to sell, I don't want to be on camera, I don't want to be on video, I don't want to go live. Well, $100,000 a month now is unrealistic for you because you're not willing to do exactly what she's doing. So most of us choose our income stream, right, based upon wrong information, right? Wrong motivations. We're here, you're literally able to say, what you're willing to do, how you want to do it, whether you want to show your face or not. And then it tells you the income stream that you should get started with based upon those answers. And so then what do? You don't go out there and research how to get started with that income stream. That's not what this teacher did. She beelined it to that module, and she learned from someone that's already earning 5 figures a month with that income stream. And she got her income stream set up step by step. And in 10 days, she already got her first gig making money. Now it just gets better from there, because once she saw that, wow, I could really get an income stream set up and start making money in 10 days. She took the next step and she said, well, if this worked for me, there's got to be other women out there my age like me that need and want the same thing. And then she went out there and made $8,000 as an affiliate on top of her gig stuff, because she could speak to the fact of you could really get an income stream set up. She could speak from experience of how this was able to help her start making money prior to having a brand, being on camera, or selling anything. Type of 8 for new beginnings. Type of 8. Like if this is making sense to you, right? Type of 8 if this is resonating. Y'all, and we have a section that's full of these kind of testimonies of people who wanted to learn how to start earning online, came inside, took a quiz, dedicated the next few days to getting that income stream set up because they're being taught by someone that's already making money with that income stream to the tune of 4 figures to 5 figures a month. So you don't have to worry about, is it vetted? You don't have to second guess yourself. All you got to do is log in every single day and decide how much time you're going to give, watch, pausing, and doing. And when you're done with that module, you actually have that income stream set up. And depending upon the income stream, you actually could be already making money because of your first gig. Again, it depends upon the income stream. All right. Oops. Let's see. All right. Doing this from my phone, like a whole new thing. All right, you guys. So that's the difference between I'm just going to go out there and do it for free, because paying for education is a scam. I paid $11,000 to learn how to be a nurse, to get out and make $18 an hour. This was, again, many years ago. The very first year I earned 6 figures online, it was from something I invested $1,000 in. So on any given day, when we want an outcome, we've got to be willing to give ourselves access to the information and the steps that are separating us from getting the outcome that we want. Whether that's a weight loss outcome, whether that's a health outcome, whether that's, wanting, a certain outcome from a skincare cream, right? How many of y'all watch, TikTok shops, right? TikTok lives, and you see a woman rubbing something on her face and you're like, oh my gosh, like I want my bags to disappear, or I want those marks to go away, or I want the lines to disappear, as you're watching her lines disappear on the live. And you have 2 choices. You can decide, no, I'm just going to push back my skin every night and hopefully hope that works. The free option, knowing doggone well that's not going to work. Or you can decide to invest, right, in the information, invest in the product that's separating you from the outcome you want, right, that she's getting from the product. Y'all, it's no different when it comes to making money online, right? No different, right? So you guys, that's the difference. That's the difference for free versus deciding to go for speed. All right, so let's talk about, so what is this community, Steph? All right, I like to call it an income suite, right? It's called the boss suite, not like trying to be elusive and hide anything. And what it does, okay, that very first question I talked about, of how when you come online and you're like, I want to learn how to start making money online, right? Or ways to make money online, ways that I can start earning online. You're opening yourself up for so many different outcomes, so many different options, right? And guess what? Anyone that's telling you about their option, it's the best option for them, right? And so it's like you're always going to be consuming content based upon it's the best for them. It doesn't mean it's the best for you. And the only way that you know it's the best for you is by getting in touch with what it is you want and matching yourself with the perfect income stream, right? For you to start with. And so that's the foundation of the Boss Suite, is that we teach you 20 different ways to earn online. And every way that you're learning from people that have already earned really good money from those income streams. So you're learning step by step how to get that income stream set up. You're not learning how to set up a full-fledged business, right? So this is how, in the first 30 days, somebody could pick an income stream that doesn't involve selling, that does not involve showing their face, and that doesn't require their tech skills, and can actually go out there and start making money. Okay, so we give you the 20 income streams, right? You take the quiz as soon as you come in so that you can establish what that income stream is, and then you beeline it to that module and you learn how to get that income stream set up. I'm just curious, you guys, like, can someone type in easy? Maybe you're thinking this is too good to be true, right? Maybe you're thinking like it can't be this easy, but y'all, I'm telling you, right? And I see some people here that are already in the Boss Suite. Have you allowed it to be this easy for you? Are you on your way, right? Why haven't you made money in your first 30 days? And if you have made money, congratulations, well done, right? But for anyone that's on the outside looking in, it really does get to be this easy. It's been created to be this easy. All right, so you got the 20 income streams. All right, you're going to pick one, get it set up. Now, I'm going to tell you the 4 income streams that will help you start making money within your first 30 days, as we have documented success stories of people that have done this. All right, number 1, and do me a favor, drop a 2 at this phase right now. Just drop a 2. Drop a 20 if you want me to actually walk through all the income streams that we teach you inside of the Boss Suite, and I'll go ahead and share it. But the 4, right, that we have documented success stories after success stories of people that have come in and used these income streams to make money in their first 30 days. Number 1 is affiliate. Deciding to become an affiliate of the Boss Suite allows you to make $507 every time you help another person that wants to learn, right, all the things that I just broke down in here. Every time you help someone learn how to get access to all of these income streams and all of this online business support and training and all of these digital marketing skills and all the support and everything that we offer, right? When someone says, I need that, and they buy it from you as an affiliate, you make $507. All right, so we have people that have come in here with a payment plan and a prayer. You guys, I'm going to say something about payment plans real quick. All right. Payment plans are not designed to put you out or to make life difficult for you or to give you something to pay on. That's poverty mindset. That is a mindset of like you're used to a car payment, right? You're used to a 5-year car payment. You're used to a 30-year mortgage. You're used to rent to own furniture. Like you're used to all of these things where when you decide to pay for them, it's now a liability. It's designed to hold you back and there's no level up from it. When you decide to, when people have come in here and they've activated a payment plan to get them started, it's because I would rather get started now on a payment plan, set myself up to earn over these next 30 days, and like so many people have, actually be able to pay off their 597 before their first payment is even due, versus waiting 30 or 60 days, right, to come up with it in full, when in 30 days you could have already been earning, or in 10 days you could already have been earning. So it's designed to allow you to tap into the information that you need faster, to get started faster, to get started now, right? But I get it. A lot of people, they have the mind of, it's not going to work for me. And so therefore, if I do a payment plan, I don't want to be stuck with the payment. Can someone type this in what I'm getting ready to say? Then don't be stuck with the payment. Then don't be stuck with the payment. Come in, use the success stories as motivation, and tap into the same income streams and the same information that these people tapped into, and do what they did to prove to yourself that you can make money in your first 30 days. Right? Then don't have a payment plan. Use the payment plan to get started, but then get yourself earning money within your first 30 days. Now, I could never say that if that was solely based upon what I've been able to do. But I can say it with confidence based upon what a lot of other people have been able to do that are not even earning the same way that I earn. Because if you don't want to sell, you don't have to, and you can still make money in 30 days. If you don't have any tech skills, you can make money in 30 days. You guys, I'm going to talk about this just for a second, okay? If you guys have any questions, I said this at the top of the call. Y'all, I've been boss free for 14 years. I know a little something about making money online and being able to sustain it. And I've made a lot of mistakes over the years as well. And I've had good years that weren't as good as others. So I know a lot. All right. And so if you're here and you really do want to learn how to start earning and you love the idea of being able to do in the next 30 days, ask me anything. All right. This call is for you. It's to educate you. It's to give you the information that you need. Right? So that today could be a brand new day for you, a brand new opportunity for you. Okay? It's not to sell you anything other than to sell you back to yourself and what it is that you want so that you can get access to what you need, right? To get what it is that you want. That's all that this is to make sure that if you want to start making money, that you know exactly how to get access to the steps and the information that's keeping you from that right now. I'm going to say that again, you guys, because some people out there, I know for a fact, need to understand that's all that's happening right now. If you want to earn and you're not earning, you either, number one, don't have access to the information and the steps that are going to help you start earning, or you're not taking action on what you have to help you start earning. And that's why the 3 steps are so important. Want your outcome more than your current situation or circumstance. That's why I do love the idea of payment plans, because it allows you to not have to say, I've got to wait 4 paychecks, right? When you could get started for $0 down or a couple of bucks down, like a lot of people do. 80% get started with the payment, and another percentage get started, right? And they start making money in 30 days. So you got to want your outcome more than your current circumstance or situation. Number 2, you got to be willing to give yourself access to the information and the steps that are separating you right now from the outcome that you want. And number 3, you got to decide to take action. So once you have access to that information, you got to actually take action. You got to actually go to the module, watch, pause, do, get that income stream set up, and then have a daily plan that you're following, right? To actually keep that income going. All right. And within that module, it gives you the plan of how to work that income stream on a daily basis, right? So that you can keep growing that particular income stream. All right. Let me go back. I think I was, okay. And so on top of that, okay, so not only do you have the 20 income streams, because you're going to get that set up. Y'all, we just announced the module yesterday, and it was a surprise module. She never lets us know when things are coming. They just come out of a surprise. And so we just added a module yesterday called Your First $5,000 to $10,000. My gosh, that module is amazing. Like that literally is your step-by-step of, I think most people need to spend the majority of their time there. And I think she actually says that in the module at the beginning. Because if you want to earn, someone type in 5 to 10K. If you want to lock in, right, on your first $5,000 to $10,000, or your next 5 to 10,000, like if you're not new to this, but you want to prove to yourself that you can use what's in here to help you make your first 5 to 10,000, she has laid out the doggone game plan. She has laid out the game plan. All right. So again, I'm going to go back to the 4 income streams. Okay. That jogged my memory with that. So as an affiliate, okay, the reason it's fast to start making money as an affiliate is because the product, the opportunity is done for you. The community is already built. The sales system is already built. They will build it for you as well. So not only do we guide you step by step on how to set your store up so that you can have those, so you can set your affiliate links up, but if you don't want to, they will do it for you. No additional cost. So that is why we have people that within 24 to 48 hours, they're able to go out there and start selling the Boss Suite and be able to earn 507 without even having tech skills. You guys, over the years, even with master resale rights, I have seen people get started and literally take like 6 months and still not be set up because they're overthinking the tech, because they're literally allowing the tech to hold them back for one reason or another. Here, we don't allow that to hold you back because again, the idea, the motive here is not to beat your chest over, I have this grandiose business. This is not business planning here. This is income stream here. This is getting you earning here. That's what this is about. That's what's missing online right now. Right? So that's our motive. It's not for you to say you have this grandiose business that you've been, putting together for a year now. It's literally to rack up the success stories of people, right, that are coming in and deciding to make money, right, within their first 30 days, 60 days, 45 days. That's the motive here, because not enough people that come online and want to start earning are in fact earning. right? They're messing around with a lot of things. They're trying to figure out a lot of things. They're thinking they need all the moving parts, and you don't. You need to take a quiz, figure out your income stream, let the quiz guide you, go to that module, take a few days to get it set up, right? And make your first sale, or nail your first gig, or make your first sale on Amazon. All right. So the second way, the first way is affiliate. Okay. If you're here live with me right now, let me know. What is it? Okay, you guys, someone said, what is the name? My link is down below. Okay. And I said it, but I think that it's a lag, right? It's called the Boss Suite. Okay. It's down below in the description. All right. And when you click over there, you're going to see that my live bonus is activated. All right. Because literally when I talk about making money in 30 days, it clearly means that I'm targeting and talking to people that are go-getters. Because literally only go-getters will decide that if other people are making money in 30 days, why not me too? If a teacher, 58 years old, no tech skills, is going to make $8,000 in 30 days, like for me, if I was getting started, I'd be like, that's my running buddy. Like that's the person, that's my what do they call it? That's my pacer. That would be my pacer. I wouldn't be creating a bunch of excuses on how I couldn't do it. And that's one thing I love about our community is that you can come in on any given day, click on the testimonial tab and be inspired by people that are already getting results that you could be getting for yourself. That's what I love. I love that so much. All right. So the link is down below in the description. Okay. The investment is $597 one time. Okay. One-time investment. And what that investment gives you is access to the education, the information, the steps, right? So that you no longer have to be separated from the outcome that you want. All right. When you get started during my live, all right, number one, I'm going to do your setup for you. So instead of waiting 24 to 48 hours, you can have your link back today if you want to get started as an affiliate. All right. So I'm going to set your store up for you. All right. You'll have everything that you need to literally, if you know somebody today that would want to buy from you today, they will be able to do that. All right. So number one, I set your store up for you. This is not something that I offer all the time. It literally is a live bonus. All right. I set your store up for you. All right. You also get my money blueprint that has additional resources and tools in it and extra products that you can sell. All right. You're going to get a checklist from me as well. That's going to be a really simple guide, right? So that even as you log in and I tell you start with module 0, the checklist is going to reinforce. No, do this, right? Like do this so that you actually can give yourself an opportunity, right? To start earning in 30 days. All right. Yeah, I'm serious about that. And that's not smoke and mirrors. That is legit. All right. This is not the illusion of a business. This is you deciding you want to earn in 30 days. All right. I need more consistent with my actions, overthinking. Yeah. So Stephanie, what I would tell you to do, all right, since you're already in, is again, take the quiz again, if you need to. Okay. Lock in on the income stream. Okay, and so let me handle that again. Okay, so again, the person that was asking, the link is in the description. All right, and then you also get 30 days of mentorship with me. So you can, and the reason that's instrumental, right, is not because I'm going to teach you how to become a six-figure earner. No, because my thing is accountability and making your first dollars in 30 days, period. Keep you on the straight and narrow, keep you locked in, right? Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you get a solid plan down and you get your income stream set up. All right, so you get 30 days of access to me where you can ask me questions and make sure that we have you locked in to earning. All right. Because I don't, again, like Stephanie said, I don't want you overthinking. Overthinking will keep you from making money in your first 30 days. All right. The second way that people are coming in here and making money in their first 30 days is through UGC. Okay. UGC is called user generated content. And what that is, it's exactly that user, which is people like us, everyday people like us, generated content. So we take pictures of things. We might record ourselves drinking something or holding something or pointing to something, right? A couple of pictures could make you $250 to $500. A couple of videos, right, of you, and these are just examples, right, of you doing anything, depending upon what the gig is, could pay you. Did you know that? Right? Did you know that? So there are people, the teacher, that's how she got her first gig. Okay, we have another person just nailed a $2,800 a month gig with Alani because she came in, learned how to get her income stream set up, posted a couple of pictures. And Alani said, can we use those pictures? and paid her $2,800 a month. We have another lady that just nailed a $3,000 gig for a company she's had her eye on. She learned how to get that income stream set up, UGC, and she went out there and she was consistent with emailing them. $3,000, right? Again, just to create content for them. Has nothing to do with selling. It's literally if I said, if you're on this live stream right now, take 3 pictures of this live stream, send it back to me, right? And I'll pay you $250. You take the pictures, I send you $250, you send me the pictures, and then I get to use the pictures in my advertising and marketing. Let me know if you see how that works, right? Say UGC, if that again, has your mind blown with how people that don't want to sell, don't want to show their face, and no tech skills are able to come in and again, make money in their first 30 days. We have tons of stories like that. Okay, that's the second way. The third way, and let me tell you something, the creator, Maddie, her husband, right, is he does some kind of manual labor type stuff. They live on a huge ranch and like the cowboy life is pretty much their lifestyle. He was like, wait a second. People are coming in here and doing what? Guess what he did? He came in here and got himself a couple of UGC gigs. Right? His first UGC gig, I want to say he took a couple of pictures of something and they paid him $500 as a one-off. And I think he landed an ongoing gig with the cooler company, right? And they're going to be paying him monthly. We have another lady that came in, UGC, has not made any money as an affiliate, is not showing her face, is not on social media. And she linked up with the company in August. That's been paying her $4,500 to $5,000 a month for UGC, user-generated content. All right? Y'all, let me know. Is this eye-opening? Okay, number 3 is brand deals. All right, so a brand deal is let's say you said, Steph, during your live, right? I want you to give my company a shout out and talk about how amazing it is and talk about what it does for people, right? And just do a 3-minute riff or a 60-second riff about my company. And just for that riff, right, I'm going to pay you $500, right? So that's a company that says, just mention us, right? And I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars just for creating the awareness. Y'all, there are creators out there right now. Some of your favorite creators that you watch that are not even in this make money online space, right? I watch lawyers that I tune into. There are many people that do this, right? They're not in the make money online space. They're talking about whatever they talk about. And then all of a sudden they'll say, and speaking of that, right? What if your loved one passes away and you're left with nothing because they haven't protected themselves? They're not an expert on life insurance, but someone came along and said, hey, right, during your next video, if you mention us and talk about us, right, and they might give you a little script to say, right, we'll pay you $1,500. And then we'll give you a unique link. So if somebody does want to purchase and you send them to our link, we will also pay you an affiliate commission when they decide to get their life insurance through us. Did you guys know? Again, I'm here to put you on because I want you to understand that making money online is so much bigger than what you see represented out there from a lot of us. Okay, I didn't know that I could ever represent it like this because all I've ever known for myself is affiliate marketing or coaching or mentoring or digital products. And so that's all I ever spoke about. Those were the only opportunities I could help other people with. I've known about these income streams, but I've never been able to guide people to them. Why? Because I wouldn't have benefited from them. I couldn't have taught them because I don't know them. But now I get to do what I've been doing all along is I get to be an affiliate and I get to guide people, right, to income streams that, again, will give them the knowledge, the information, the steps, so they no longer have to be separated from what's holding them back from getting the outcome that they want. Okay, and then the fourth way is Amazon reviews. All right, what's Amazon reviews? So Amazon reviews, let me know, right? Type a 6. Oh my gosh, give me a sec. I can take a swig of coffee. My headache is pounding. Speaking of coffee, did you know that this coffee, see, that's what people do. That wasn't a setup, but that's what a brand deal is. Speaking of coffee, did you know this coffee has adaptogens and blah, 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 right? And then I do my little spiel, and then I say, hey, if you want to learn more about it, go to, this link / your girl Steph Perez. You go to it. First off, the company pays me just for saying it. And then when you go to the link and say, well, I want that coffee too, because Steph's amazing and I want to be amazing like her, and the coffee will help me be amazing. You buy it, the company pays me even more. This is what we teach you in here. We teach you how to legit start making money. So if you don't want to sell, you don't want to be a brand, you don't want to show your face, you don't want to do any of the things that you've seen people doing online, and you're like, but I know there's a way. Yes, there is a way. And you don't have to go out there and research how to do it. At some point, you're going to pay for something. In here, you pay $5.97 once, $5.97 once, $5.97 once, and you not only get the income stream that the survey is telling you should get started with, but you get 20 of them. So in any given day, I can decide, you know what? I'm seeing way too many women make, an extra $5,000 a month from UGC. I think I want to open that income stream up for me. And all I got to do is log in and learn it and get it on and pop it. So this is how you can start with one and then start stacking your income. All right. And then the fourth way is Amazon reviews. So Amazon reviews, this is the way that I like to think about it. There are people that go on Amazon and spend money because they buy things. And there are people that might not spend as much, but make money from the people that are buying on Amazon. That's how it works. Have you ever been on Amazon and you're researching a product, whether it's clothing, electronics, skincare, whatever? You're researching and you scroll down to the reviews and you end up watching a video by someone that's either showing, before I came to Mexico, right? I bought a bunch of shirts and stuff and I watched videos of people because I wanted to see the quality of the shirt. I wanted to see what does it really look like on based upon the mannequin. And I watched videos of people, right, actually showcasing the shirt. Those people, let me put you on. Those people are not doing those reviews out of the goodness of their heart. They don't just get the item and say, oh, right, let me do a quick video because when the girl in Florida wants to learn more about this shirt, I want her to feel confident she's getting what she's paying for. No, they do those little short videos. They post them on Amazon. And when someone like me comes along and says, let me actually see if this shirt is really what they say it is. And I watch that video and then I say, oh, awesome. It is what they say it is. And then I go and make a purchase and put that in my cart and I buy. That person, that girly that did the review of her shirt, she just made a commission based upon not only that shirt, but my cart. And I think from 30 days on. So if I don't watch any other video, she's going to keep making commissions off of me. Right? And how many of us really just go on Amazon to buy one shirt? So let's say I watch one video and then I decided to put that shirt in my cart, but then I also put some skirts and some other shirts. She got a commission off of my cart. Could you do that? That's the information right now that's holding people back from making money online. Because everyone thinks I gotta have a business and I gotta have 50 gazillion moving parts and I gotta have a funnel and I gotta have 50 gazillion links and I gotta have, you don't. You can get those things set up, but can you make yourself some money if that's what you want to do? Yeah, that's the Boss Suite. That's the link down below in the description. That's what that link will get you access to. So those 4 ways are the ways that people are coming in here and within their first 30 days, making money for themselves. Oftentimes with no experience, little experience, right? Or let's talk about the person that's purchased 8 courses and has not had the success they wanted because despite 8 courses, every single course has told them, learn the skills and then just go out there and resell the course. That's fine and dandy. But again, what if you don't want to sell? What if you don't want to show your face? Again, what if you don't want to do the things, right, that everyone has to do to make money with that course, which is just reselling? So where people have failed, they've come in here, and because we teach you 20 legit income streams, they're able to come in here, not resell. And again, find a legitimate way to start earning online. All right, someone type in learning. All right, if this was eye-opening. Learning. Stephanie says, woo-hoo. Oh yeah, that's how this works. And I'm so doggone proud to be an affiliate, right, of this community. I'm so doggone proud. I literally feel like I have the best job ever because I get to lead people to exactly what they need to start making money online. All right. So we talked about module 0, which is where everybody starts. Take the quiz, get your income stream, dive in, get your income stream set up in just a couple of days. All right. We talked about the new first 5K to 10K. My gosh, you guys, that module is amazing. So if you've ever wanted just like, if you've ever said anything like, I wish I just had a blueprint, right? It's here. It's here. It was just opened up yesterday. And she literally puts it down in that module. Anything that has been holding you back will not hold you back, right? And you'll have everything that you need to go out there and secure your next $5,000 to $10,000. All you got to do is just keep, again, let this module help you build the plan. All right. And then again, 20 income streams taught by people that are already making really good money in these income streams. All right. We have an income stream called letter writing. And one of our students put her mother onto letter writing, and her mother went out there and made $2,000, 84 years old, mind you, made $2,000 in her first 30 days of doing letter writing. Because she ain't got nothing to do but sit at home and do the letter writing. There's an income stream in here for everybody, you guys. Everyone. And like I said at the top of the live stream, you guys have been boss free for 14 years. All right. I am doing these income shows on YouTube now. Soon it'll be multi-platform. When I get home, it'll probably be easier to be multi-platform because I know for a fact that there's a lot of people out there that are not on their way to earning because they just can't get the questions answered or they just can't get validity in like the steps. And so like during today, I told you exactly how you can get started in all of this for free, right? The same steps that we give you in the Boss Suite, you can go out there and research the same steps and come to your own conclusions by just simply going on YouTube and or Google. The results I'm talking about are not from people that decided to take that route though. And I think a lot of them would say they probably would pay $597 every single month if they knew they could keep getting the results that they're getting. So $597 one time to get access to all of these income streams, which what everything represented here, it represents speed. You being able to get all of your answers fast, the steps fast, the setup done for you, the resources hand delivered to you, things to sell given to you. We give you low ticket affiliate offers you can sell. We give you low ticket digital products that you can sell. Y'all, we give you a hope. We give you everything that you need to be successful with making money online. Right, with making money online. Stephanie again said overthinking. Yes, let's not overthink. Let's not overthink. That's the main thing holding people back. That is why I said, y'all, I'm not showing up on these YouTube streets anymore. I'm not posting content on Facebook anymore. Right? I'm not over there on TikTok anymore trying to walk people through building a business. Because I can tell you, hand on heart, if I came across some content that made me believe I needed 11 steps to start making money online, I would say this is not for me. Because when I first got started, that's not what was presented to me. What allowed me to make my first sale on day number 3 is that it was an easy path. I invested into something that gave me a start here and said, hey, you can now go sell this. Now that you know the steps, if you want to, you can build this out. It literally told me you can build this business plan out, or you can sell this ready-made business plan. And that's what I chose, to sell the ready-made business plan. And because I saw people already doing what I knew I could do, I just went out there, and my only investment after I purchased that informational product was a webcam so that I could start showing up on YouTube. And on a daily basis, y'all, in my first 30 days, I had no email list. Had no capture page. I had no complicated systems. I just showed up every single day and I did a video because literally that was the direct path to cash. Showing up on video, right? And honestly, giving people access to what I was selling. So I learned how to sell right out the gate. That's how I made my money. Not trying to figure out all the things that I did, not trying to get a perfect funnel, not trying to do a perfect back end. Literally, this is what I have, and this is why you need it. And this is what it can do for you. Day after day after day after day. 30 days, 28 sales. Why? Because again, my instinct was making money. My instinct wasn't let's build a digital empire. And then from that of making money, I would learn other skills. All right. So let's talk about getting started. Okay. And I'm just curious. I'm going to do it anyways, but let me know. Would you like to get started? Okay. I will walk you through exactly how you can get started with the payment plan. All right. Someone type in pay plan if you want to learn how to get started with the pay plan. About 80% of those that get started with the pay plan. And again, I know we have a lag. I can tell by the things that are popping up. Right. Hey, Alicia. If I didn't already say hi to you, I don't remember. All right, so there's a link down below in the description. All right, that's going to take you directly over to my page. Let me just see something real quick. All right, you're going to see that the price is $597. If you can pull it up and still listen to me, that's awesome. You're going to see that there is a live stream bonus activated, okay? That gives you a bundle where I will build your store today. So if you want to get started as an affiliate, if you're like, I want to start making money as an affiliate, like I already know, or I already see that as my income path. Like that as an example, when I got started, that is how I was able to tell that, yeah, just reselling this to other people, that thing that I bought in 2007, compared to building that business model out on my own. I'm like, of course, because the way that I looked at it, more people need this. And so I got out there and that's how I made my first sales. And so like in listening to this, if you already know, like, yeah, like I would love to be able to just offer this as an affiliate and be able to make $507 every single time someone buys this from me, right? I'm going to do your setup so that literally today, okay, sitting in Mexico, I'm going to set your store up so that you're ready to be able to offer it to another person. All right. So that's a live bonus. All right. A live stream bonus. All right. You're also going to get 30 days of mentorship, again, live stream bonus. All right. Where for 30 days, right, you will have me as your accountability running buddy to make sure that you get set up, to make sure your questions get answered, to make sure you know the next steps to take, to make sure you're dialed into the right modules. All right. To make sure that the reason you said you came here, that we make sure that you are doing your absolute best, right, to actually earn within your first 30 days, not to get you dilly-dallying in all the modules. Right? But literally get your quiz taken, get into that income stream, get it set up, and then I'm there to answer any questions you might have. All right. You also get my money bundle, which has additional products and resources that you can tap into to actually use in your business if you desire. All right. And so I already talked about the mentorship. All right. So that's like the main things. All right. Is that you get the 30 days of mentorship and you get your sales system done for you, which means you're not waiting 24 to 48 hours. It's done today. All right. It's done today. And again, you activate 30 days of mentorship. All right. Live bonus. All right. So to get started, you're going to go to my link. All right. I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to share with you. Okay. Exactly how to check your payment plan, because most people they don't take the right step to do this. All right. You're going to go, click on the button that says 597. And I can't share my screen because I'm on my phone. And then you're gonna click on the button, all right? And then you're gonna put in your name, you're gonna put in your email address, and then put in yes, where it says this is a digital product. All right, yes, and then scroll down. If you wanna do PayPal Pay Later, you absolutely can. All right. If you want to use Afterpay and PayPal Pay Later, again, self-explanatory, right? It'll walk you through exactly how to do that. Nothing fancy when it comes to that. But Afterpay and Klarna, all right, this is what you need to follow. All right. So again, anyone wanting, the link is down below in the description. All right. Let's say you click on Klarna because it's the first one. Okay. Klarna is not going to need any more information from you, but you do need to click on Klarna and then go all the way down to the bottom and click the button that says set up or start payment plan. Now you're not setting up or starting your payment plan by clicking on that button. It's just going to take you over to the Klarna app where they will tell you what your payment plan options are. All right. Don't go by what the generic view is showing on my store. Make sure that you click through. That's how people are unlocking like zero downs or, $50 a month plans. All right. If you want to go with Afterpay, click on Afterpay. Afterpay is going to ask you for a little bit more information. All right. So make sure you fill in all the information it's asking you and then click on the button that says start payment plan or set up payment plan. Same thing is true. It's going to take you back over. Yeah, you did. Steph used PayPal. Yep. It's going to take you over to Afterpay where again, you will see your plans there. Choose the plan that makes the most sense for you. And remember, just like delaying your startup, a payment plan, just like our community, is designed for speed so that you can get started today, right? Discover what your income stream is today. You can even, again, log into the module and start learning your income stream today. It's designed for speed. And like a lot of success stories that I've read in here, right? Again, people have been able to make their 597 quote unquote back in their first 30 days before they even had their payment plan due. So they just paid it off. Versus again, waiting, right, for paychecks or whatever. If that's what you need to do because maybe you can't get a payment plan, but 80% do get started on a payment plan. And I love sharing that because I know that's very, very helpful with helping people get started. Y'all, I could think back to me getting started again, way back in 2007, 2008, 2009. I mean, for many, many years, payment plans like this were not an option. They were not an option. Either you did a credit card or you paid out of your paycheck or whatever. And so many people have changed their financial situations because they came in with what we call in our community, payment plan and a prayer. And I'll tell you, and if you guys have any questions while you're here, again, feel free to chime in. All right. Because again, I'm here to answer your questions. I talked about how to get started for free. All right. Where if you don't want to ever buy anything to help you accelerate the process and help you earn in 30 days, how you can do it for free. Okay. If you need me to go over that, let me know if you're just popping on. I talked about how you can do it for speed and lock in on actually getting an income stream set up in 30 days and actually position yourself to start earning. All right, and I actually gave examples, right, of people that have actually come in and actually made money. And on my website, I share success stories as well that you can actually see. And I got them directly from the community, all documented. All right. The very first step that I share when I talk about getting started, right, is that number one, you've got to want your outcome more than you want your current circumstance or situation. You can't keep quibbling about your current circumstance or situation, right? I know when Stephanie got started, she messaged me and she said, I'm getting ready to put my retirement papers in and I've got to do something. I got to figure out something, right? And she got started. She got started because she saw this as a way that was going to be able to help her, right? Be able to retire the way that she wants to retire or come up with the income to help her retire. Right? Her paperwork is now in. Her retirement paperwork is now in. That's someone that basically says, I want my outcome way more than I want my current situation. So when I think about examples of like wanting your outcome more, I think about people, right? Again, using pay plans to earn within their first 30 days and then paying it off, right? People walking away from their jobs. That is what this decision has been able to help people to do, right? People that have saved themselves from job losses. There are people that have come in here and lost their job and they came in after a job loss. There was one lady, she had been out of a job for 2 weeks. Okay. I want you to hear me, y'all, because I hear the stories out there of people that are like, I've been without a job for 2 years. There's no reason to struggle. Okay. Her story was she was without a job for 2 weeks. She came into the boss suite, payment plan and a prayer. Okay, again, her story, payment plan and a prayer. Got started with, I want to say it was UGC module. I'm almost certain because she didn't have a following, so brand deals wouldn't have made the most sense. So I think she got started with UGC, and in her first 30 days, right, locked in. I think 1,800. It was like right under $2,000 of brand deals, and this was in February. So she was going into March with like $2,000 already being paid to her that she solidified in her first 30 days. And when she did that testimony, she said that when she came in, she literally had like 96 cents left in her bank account. She got started with a payment plan and a prayer and $2,000 in her first 30 days. So I want to share this because I know the times that we're in. And while I know that there are a lot of people out there where lack of finances is not the reason they're wanting to start, right? Like they either want to secure retirement or they're just tired of working. But I know the times that we live in. And so it's so important for me to share that it's not just people that have it all together, that just have 597 sitting there to blow, right? But there were so many people that woke up in the morning and their plan was not to invest into anything. Their plan was not to buy a program. It was not to buy a course. It was not to watch a live stream about earning online. Like that was not in their plan. That was not in their cards. That here's something that resonates with them and they realize, wait a second, I can actually choose something better for myself. I can choose something other than for myself. Like there's a different path I can go down, and they decide to make a decision to get started. I say that, y'all, because again, when it comes down to wanting your outcome more than your current situation, it means not thinking that, oh, because in your mind, you don't have the money, or in your mind, you can't do this, or in your mind, you don't have the tech skills. Whatever the stories are that you tell yourself, you've got to decide to let that go and decide to go for what you want to actually change your situation. And more often than not, that's what happens for people. It's like it wasn't like in their cards to invest into something. And I think all of us would agree, if I didn't have to invest into something, I wouldn't. But I know the alternative is it's going to take a lot longer, and I'm going to have questions. And again, everything I have access to, being able to leverage other people's success stories, right? To show other people what is possible. I wouldn't have that if I was not a part of a community. I wouldn't be able to say that your sites can be done for you if I wasn't part of a community. You see what I'm saying? Like, again, so much leverage. I wouldn't be able to say there was 20 ways to earn, right? If I didn't give myself access to this, because I wouldn't be able to teach all these 20 ways. So it's just important to know that there are people that say yes to this that are not in the best of situations, but because they want more for themselves, they do say yes, and they do find a way to get started. All right. People saving themselves again from job loss, moms that are now able to stay home. I love those stories because I remember being a stay-at-home mom. I remember when I was able to walk away from my job, my kids were still little. And I love not missing things. I love being present. I love being able to, when they had those days off of school, I forget what they, staff development days, right? We had an annual plan to Busch Gardens. We were at Busch Gardens like all the time just because we could be. I didn't have to have them in daycare. Like so for moms that are able to do this, I'm like, good for you. Like, I'm so glad you're doing this, right? For retirees, being able to retire with friggin' dignity. So many people retiring that didn't plan properly. They're not doing it the way they want to. These income streams are helping people. These income streams, this community, it's keeping people from spinning their wheels, thinking they've got to start a business. They got to do all these things in order to start earning. No, we teach you how to jump into something that can start paying you, that can start making you money in 30 days. That's what a lot of retirees want. A lot of retirees aren't looking to build a business or build an empire. They might decide upon that later. But a lot of retirees are like, if I could just make an extra $3,000 a month or $1,000 a month or a couple $100 a week. It doesn't take a business to do that. It takes learning a solid way of earning where you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You don't have to sell. Those options are here. All right. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Last day, 5/15/2026. Girl, I'm gonna be celebrating with you. I love it. And I love that you have everything in your hands, right? To be able to keep your income going, even in retirement. That's amazing to me. People who have failed with 8 other courses, finally making money. Again, I pulled that directly out of the community. I've seen the success stories of people, right? So it's not just all newbies that come in here. There are people that are like, I bought all the courses, right? I bought 8 different courses and I never had success until I came here. And it's because we don't just teach you buy a course or resell a course. We teach you real income skills, real income streams. All right. And I'm going to encourage anyone, if you're out there right now and you feel like you have all the moving parts, you're doing all the things, but there is no cash flow, I'm not going to say to stop doing what you're doing because you're building something. That's fine. But what if you could, in the next 30 days, actually have something making you money, an income stream making you money? It's like, I like to think about these income streams almost like deciding to get a second job or a part-time job, except for you get to do these income streams around your schedule, from home, on your time. And unlike a second job, these income streams can be built for leverage. And these are streams where, again, no one will ever be able to take away what you're learning and what you're doing. Right? And even experienced people like me getting to have a simpler way to earn online while helping others. Right? Again, I would have never been able to give people access to this kind of information and to give people options like this, to be able to say, if you don't want to do what I do, you don't have to. If you don't want to go live or do videos or sell or build a brand or talk, you don't have to. And that there is a proven way that you can actually start making money in your next 30 days if you don't want to do any of those things, right? And you guys, the exchange for being able to have those outcomes, to be able to say those things, it's $597. And that's how I look at it. It's an exchange. It's an exchange for what it is that you want so that you can give yourself access to whatever's been holding you back up until now. If it's information you've needed, just like that, you could have access to the information that you need to actually get an income stream set up in the next couple of days. You can be decided today on what that income stream is. You can lock in on it today versus going out there and spinning your wheels, only being left with more ideas. All right. So the link is down below in the description. All right. And my live stream bonus, what time is it right now? I'm looking at Florida time. Wait. Oh, okay. It's 11:50. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's 11:53 where I am. It is 1:53 on the East Coast. So let's just call it, so 1:53 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, my live stream bonus will run through. All right. So if you want 30 days of mentorship added on, that's access to me to help you in your first 30 days of being accountable. All right, to getting going and making money, getting any of your questions answered, picking my brain, all the things. All right. That ends in, all right, as well as if you want to be an affiliate, right, I will get your system set up today so that you are ready to start making money as an affiliate as soon as today, if you want to. All right. So again, that you'll see it on my website. It says live stream bonus activated. So that'll be good until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. I'm going to hang out just for a moment. And I know there's a slight lag, so I'm just going to give the lag a little bit of time to catch up in case anyone does have any questions. I haven't seen any questions up until now, so I'm just going to put money on the fact that there are no questions. But I hope that you're leaving this live stream educated, enlightened, and like knowing what the next step. Let me know. Do you need, like, put next step? If you're like, I want to leave, and in the next 5 minutes, know exactly what to do to start locking in on making money online. And I'll give you the next step. Okay? You have 2 options. I'll give you the next step. All right? Just in case I don't know where you are in the process of the live. You guys, I've been doing more and more content, short form content on other platforms. I'm geared to women over 50. And oh my gosh, I am just blown away with how many women over 50 are like, I need something. Or, my husband just left me for a younger woman, after 40 years of marriage. Y'all, the stuff people tell me, and it just, for me, like, even though my customers range in terms of, I have a lot of customers from varying backgrounds that buy this from me and that are in, but creating that kind of content, right, for women that are over 50, like, it's just been mind blowing to me how many that are in their 50s that are either starting over or looking for something more, or can't see themselves working for the next, 12 to 17 years. Y'all, you realize if you're 50 on the dot, like, your retirement years, let me just type this in to be sure. If I am 50, what is my retirement age? I think it's 67. Okay, so yeah, 67, y'all. 67. Right? So if you are 50 in 2026, okay, means you were born in 1976, your full retirement age for Social Security benefits is 67. Right? You can begin receiving reduced benefits as early as 62. So I'm correct. If you're 50 on the dot, like, has it occurred to you? And I think it has. That's why so many people do respond to my content, is because they're realizing, like, I'm 50 and I'm burnt out and all the things. I'm graying and all the things. And I still got to work 12 to 17 more years. I don't know, y'all. I've been boss free for 14 years. I'm 51. And I think if I was still working as a nurse, the idea that I would have to still work as a nurse for another 12 to 17 years would be so daunting. Especially knowing that there's other options, especially knowing that I was likely scrolling on the same apps that are making other people money. Like, if I was on TikTok and I actually saw the fact that people were making money through TikTok Shop, or I knew people were making money through affiliate marketing, I think that would irk me. I think, again, that would get my attention. Like, okay, I'm not going to work for 12 to 17 more years. Well, there clearly is a better option. And so I will say this for anyone that's 50 or over. And if you are considering affiliate marketing, or if you're considering any income stream, you're needed, because more people just like you need to know that people over 50 are choosing not to keep working, that there are people over 50 that are choosing another way and they're actually thriving, right? That's why the lady that's 58, the teacher, that's why I love sharing her story, because I know for a fact there are a lot of people in her boat. 58, not a lot of tech skills, right? Not a whole lot of belief that she could do this. Honestly, she thought it was a scam. She was like, there's no way the person she bought from, so there's no way she's earning that kind of money. And she kept watching her. She kept watching her earn more until she said, forget it, I'm going to do it too. And then she realized how real this was when she was able to make money in her first 10 days. So again, like, just think about that. If you're 50 on the dot and you're working right now, like, that makes so much sense why people over 50 are, like, exploring options. Because when we were in our 30s, I think I was one of the rare people. A lot of people weren't locked in on the internet. A lot of people weren't locked in on entrepreneurship, raising kids, building life, all the things. Right? And so now you're in your 50s, and now there's a hyper awareness around it all. You see the people talking about making money. You see their posts, you see their lives. The awareness is there. The opportunities and programs are there. And so now a lot of people over 50 are starting to lock in on it. And I think they need to know, they need to hear it. You're not too late, right? You're exactly where you are in life, and there's nothing you can do about it. But what you decide to do moving forward is all up to you, right? You could be the person that decides at the age of 50 something to go out there and to start making some money in the next 30 days. Or you could be the person that keeps making excuses and lets year after year go by while more people over 50, right, jump on these opportunities, jump on these income streams, and change their financial situation. Right? So if you're someone over 50, like, I would love to see you get started, because you could be such an inspiration to people just like you, right? That represent us, that need to know what's possible. Not a whole lot of 50-year-olds I know that say they've been boss free for 14 years doing this. And the thing is, the stories that I do you know, those are people that I helped in their 30s. I have quite a few friends that are online where I was their first mentor when they came online. and now they're over 50, but they can say the same thing. They've been boss free for, 15 years, 16 years, whatever. So that makes me feel so good to know that I am a part of people's success stories that have been able to get started and find their way. And then along the way, I was one of their mentors, or I was maybe their first mentor. So just know that wherever you are, it's where you are. There is no being late. You're not late to the party, none of that stuff. You're just where you are. But from here, you've got to decide that whatever excuses you could be holding on to, that you either want to hold on to those, or you want your situation and your outcome more. Like there's no middle road, which means there's no complaining, because you decide upon whichever direction you go in. You decide to stay the same, or you decide to give yourself the information and the steps, right, to help you with the financial situation you say that you want. All right. Does anyone else have any questions before we pop off for the day? So I hope you're leaving here with everything that you need. And again, the live bonus will be live until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. The investment is $597 one time. All right. Payment plan options are there. Make sure you explore them. Make sure you go all the way through and you click on set up payment plan, because a payment plan will allow you to start for less than $597. Some people start for $0 down. I've had people that are like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even know this was a thing. And they were able to get started, right? Because they tried it. It allows you to start today versus delaying it, right? For 30 days waiting for paychecks, right? You can start today and start building your income stream today. All right. And if you're on my email list and you have any questions, just hit reply on any email that you may have received from me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I am not the girl that goes back and forth. I am not the girl that I'm not going to overcome objections. I'm not going to hard pressure you. But if you do have like a suitability question, more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. But I believe people are like me. Like, when you see something that makes sense for you, and you know when it's time to give yourself the green light. So like if it's time to go for it, go for it. It'll probably be the best decision that you make in terms of helping you really start earning online, giving you every single thing that you need. All right. So I hope you're leaving better today. And I look so forward to seeing you in the community. I look so forward to celebrating. And my goal this year is to just keep celebrating more and more success stories of people that are deciding to get an income stream set up for themselves, really, really quickly. And that's what this is all about. The link is down below in the description. And I will see you guys on my next live. Bye-bye.